Greetings, everyone. This is Chaplain Bruce Morrow, and this is your word of the day. You know, as we travel down this road of COVID-19, I've been struck by its permanence in our lives, the lasting impact it's going to make on our futures. Brings me some concern that some of us out there may be challenged with the anxiety that our lives really are spiraling out of control. I want to address that today. I want to start by telling you a real-world story. It starts with a little girl named Alexandra, Alex for short. And when she was 4 years old, she'd been struggling with neuroblastoma for quite some time. It's a form of childhood cancer. She decided she wanted her own lemonade stand over the summer. So her and her family bound up and did just that. And over the course of that summer, they raised over $2,000. But she didn't stop there. She decided she wanted to give that money to the doctors to help other sick kids. Let's just say summer after summer since 2005, Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation has given over $200 million to fund over 1,000 research projects. They're named by Charity Navigators as one of the top 10 medical research organizations to give to. Why do I bring that up? Because it's a great reminder that we shouldn't lose sight of what we can control and influence when our situation gets tough. Yes, there are things out there that are outside of our control. COVID-19 is not going anywhere. But like Alex and her family, and many of those who are diagnosed with illnesses and disease, we still can learn that though we can't change that aspect of our life, we can still control others. And we can go out there and we can do a lot. They led by example to show us that a family and a little girl weren't paralyzed by what they couldn't control, but they chose instead to do, to be productive, to make an impact, and to enjoy their lives through these pursuits. And I suggest they probably also learn that they can make a great influence as well. At over $200 million raised, I'd say they definitely didn't do it alone. What are some areas of your life that you can take the reins of today, near future? My daughters, for instance, I got two of them, 5 and 7. They love to ride horses. It's almost like comical to watch them take the reins of these massive creatures and try to walk them across someone's pasture. But they do. And horses go long. We can oftentimes feel this kind of intimidation factor when we're trying to take control of these areas of concern in our life. Like we're going to grab for the reins and it's just going to gallop off and be a giant disaster. That's not the truth. As a Christian, I believe that it is by faith in God we can have confidence in our lives. Reminds me of a Proverbs 19:6, that says, "In their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps." A reminder for us today that we should set our hearts and our eyes on the things that are pleasing to God to make a change for good and know that the Lord will establish that path by faith. Start by giving some examples. How's your family been lately? Has there been some difficulties, some stress and friction points in your home? With who has it been most tough? What's been the subject or concern? No, you may not be able to control their choices, but you can definitely control how you respond. You can help develop how you lead, how you mentor and parent, for instance. How about another area? You can't control economic challenges individually, right? But we can control how we manage our finances and what's going to probably be a really difficult economic time in the future. These are just a couple examples to show to us, hopefully as well from Alexandra's wonderful life story, that we shouldn't lose sight of what we can control and influence when times get difficult. Know that there are still things within your grasp, and it is in those that you should have faith in God to know that you should take hold, and God will establish those ways before you. This is Chaplain Bruce Morrow. I'm here to help encourage you along the way. Please get a hold of me if you want to address any of these areas of concern in your life, and hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for your time. Neil Skinner's Chaplain.